Hey everybody, it's Ben and Beta, and I've a special edition of the BetaCast today because the House of Rags is 1 year old. You guys have been around for a whole entire year. This is
It's been a
crazy.
year.
Jamie and
We're
Eddie,
excited.
yeah, welcome to the BetaCast again, and I appreciate you guys coming on every time. We tend to just have a good time. We just kind of meander through topics, but it ends up being pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's what we do on everything.
Yeah. If you have questions,
BetaCast.
throw them into the chat. We'll try to get to as many as we possibly can. We already have a few chats. It looks like coming up. It says there's 21 people in there. I don't know. I'm not seeing too much yet.
So
But
Ben's on this futuristic stream service.
Yeah,
so
it's
we're
not
learning.
because
I'm looking around. I'm clicking on stuff. Like, I'm having fun with this.
And put your names on here. Hold on, let me raise my hand.
Yeah.
Ben, do you see my hand
You
raised?
can raise your hand like that. Bing. Eddie raised
he
it.
sees my
Eddie,
hand raised.
did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I just
Yes,
wanted to
yes,
say
sir.
thanks for having us on. And Jamie, raise your freaking hand, okay? We're doing hands here. All right, hit the
Right.
hand, dude.
I'm sorry.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
This platform can be used for a lot of different things. So definitely kind of cool stuff.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having us on, Ben. Appreciate you. Last time we
What's it
spoke, we just
uploading?
started. It'll upload
When
us
the
as
recording
we
is
go.
done, you may need to stick around a little to upload the high quality. This is like some futuristic stuff going on.
It's nuts because it takes your
StreamYard's a dump.
bandwidth. No, time out, dude.
Riverside is where it's at.
See,
What is
Riverside
happening
is
here?
nuts. Riverside is nuts.
Hey,
It is
everybody.
pretty crazy. It does a bunch of AI stuff at the end. So it's going to create a bunch of shorts out of this. It does make
That's
it easier for a
amazing.
creator. And you can do, there's lots of different plans on it, but it's actually a little less expensive right now in StreamYard. So I've liked it so far.
Hey, we're gonna have
Hopping
to
over.
pivot. We're gonna
This
have
is
to
nuts.
pivot, Jay.
We're pivoting.
We're gonna have to pivot. We'll see.
StreamYard
We'll
is
see
old
what this.
news. StreamYard has got complacent and comfortable, and it's time to kick them to the curb.
And
Jamie,
speaking of
three
which,
strike rule,
you guys have been
Ben.
around for a year now, right?
Yep.
And that's kind of what happened in the detailing industry. It kind of got complacent and tired, and DIY
100%.
detail came in, kind of did some stuff, and then you guys just blew it up for the last year. So let's talk a little bit about that. Like, how's last year been? How's it? Your expectations exceeded them? Where you at? How you feeling?
You go first. You go first, Jamie.
I go first.
Yeah, you go first. He's never has a lot to say, but when he does, it's
Profound.
it is monumental.
It's the first year. I think the first year was extremely successful. We had a lot of learning curves, whether it comes from manufacturing to shipping to bringing in brands to the United States for the first time. It was a huge learning curve. So we learned a lot. And I think coming into year two, that's the goal, is to take what we've learned and almost kind of multiply what we did in year one and bring the heat even way more in coming into year two. We're excited.
That
You see
sounds
what you
exciting.
think.
Love it.
For me, it's the learning stuff wasn't more. It wasn't like yeah, it was everything James said plus how to film with different people. That's not you or Jamie, because I'm used to Jamie and how he films. But when you get other people that come, because the studio's in my house, so when they come to our house and they film, me and Jamie are having to sit there and talk about how do we play to their strengths, but also mitigate the waste of time, right? Because our time box is so much. So it's the filming has changed. It's how we market has changed. We had to learn to be marketers. We had to learn to be distributors. We had to learn how to deal with a whole remote team. It's been a journey, and I think the journey has made it super exciting, and just a constant changing and growing. It motivates me. And it's like Jamie's learning stuff outside of his comfort zone. I'm having to learn stuff outside of my comfort zone, and it's been fun.
Yep.
That's awesome. And like you can see how much you've grown even in your media and your presentation and in that year. I mean, you both had YouTube channels before, so you know what I'm going through right now, just trying to scratch and claw my way through, like getting to a point where it's just kind of comfortable-ish, but not too comfortable. Like we said, you don't want to be super comfortable, right? Yeah.
Want to start a fresh channel right now in detailing YouTube. I would not.
I agree.
It's good
It's
to
tough.
have that. How long have I been? I've almost been a decade on YouTube. I think I'm at 7, 8 years, 5, 6, 7 years probably. So I'm glad I have the YouTube experience coming into how crazy YouTube is now. Like we were talking about it, you got to get pretty crazy with the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Your thumbnail game has to be on point. Like, and there's just a
Would you agree, Jay,
oversaturation.
that you can have a bad thumbnail, but if your
everything.
title is wild, people will click?
Yep. Yeah. There's really no formula to it. Like you can watch as many formula videos. You know, there's the YouTube gurus who's like, your thumbnail doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Take a clip from your video and just sharpen it and make it your thumbnail. Action
I
shot,
tried that.
whatever they say.
Freaking dumpster.
Yeah, so I mean, there's just no rules. It's the Wild West out here. But now it's like not only the Wild West, it's like oversaturation. It's being original. It's really hard to be original. It's tough.
I
Tough
think being
landscape.
original is something that we actually are starting to be. Like before, it's like, how can we be like? Now it's more like, how do we stay as? And that's something that we're growing into is how do we stay as innovative disruptors, right? Like we do things kind of different. How do we stay as? I think that's going to be what 2026 is about, is our continuous improvement towards keep as what we were doing.
I'm here to double
And
ass.
I took your advice.
I'm not here
I
to
took
keep
your advice,
ass.
Eddie.
I'm
I
here to double ass.
I love it. I changed the title on the Incredible Suds video.
What,
So
what'd
we'll
you
see if
call
it does any better. Let's see. What did I
Nice.
say? What did I say? DIY detail Incredible Suds to, is it any less thick or something like that? I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
or
I like that.
if you really want to piss Ivan off, you do DIY Incredible Suds V2, more like V1, and then question mark. People will click. I'm
Question
being
mark?
serious. Like there's
Yep.
this thing in YouTube that's kind of nuts. It's the outlier titles. Like I used to wash my car this way until I learned this, and the results were those outlier titles too drive views.
Yeah, I kind of had an experiment on my channel through the summer where I was just like spamming videos to see if it would work or not. And it was actually really successful. And what I learned was like, I gave up like putting the product in the name. And I was just like, don't clean your Alcantara interior until you watch this video. Don't apply tire dressings until you start doing this. Don't polish or buff paint without doing this. Easily ceramic coat, your glass paint, blah, blah, blah. So I was pretty successful by doing that. I used a sponge to wash my car. You got to get pretty tricky with the titles.
Yeah,
on the
titles have to
landscape
be
right now.
like I have a title coming. I used to polish J and black paint until I learned this. That's gonna be the title of my video. And then it's not have nothing to do with J and black paint. It's gonna be about like a white car. It's gonna be a white car.
That's the future.
It's the future, the clickbait.
Because that's what's funny is what the most viral you can go like in short form, if you're making short form content, is like me, like my most viral videos, like the bio bombs clip, right? Like dropping a bio bomb on a Monday. You know it's going to be a good day when I'm already dropping a bio bomb on a Monday, and I put the bio bomb down, I drop it, then I just shut the door and close it. And what makes that video magical is I do happen to mention the brand and the product in that video, but it's mostly people just confused about the video. They're like, "What's he dropping on a Monday?" Like they're like, "What's happening in this video?"
And they're like, he's getting rid of weed smell and the whole night.
Yeah.
That video
like, is he doing drugs? What's happening in this video?
3 million views. 3 million views.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
That's not how you want to make content. You really want to answer questions when you make content, but that video just launched.
Sometimes it's just fun to make content too, you know.
I was a harbinger of chaos with that video because people were
you were insane. And the cool thing about
I tell you what, people were buying bio bombs, weren't they?
But you don't answer comments either.
Pow, pow, pow.
Jamie answered the first 20 of them, and then he just started harding everything.
No, yeah. You just hard them and keep going. Yeah. That's too
much.
I
got a question for you, and unfortunately, the chat doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to. I don't know why it's not putting the chat in here, but it should be. Oh, there it is. It is putting in there. Cool. Well, let me go find this message. I was just clicking on the wrong spot.
No, it's fine.
Still getting used to this platform myself, but it's all here. I got to find it now because there's like 12,000 chats, and I've been, not.
Ben,
really
while you do that, can I bring up a sale real quick?
Yeah, please do.
Hey, everyone! Last day of our Thor birthday bash, 15% off the whole store. All the doorbusters are back. Ends at midnight.
If you're watching this, use Ben's link below
in the channel. Click in the description. Help the man
help a brother out.
He needs to go overlanding to a hotel room.
He's got to go
the woods.
Camping.
So expensive to overland, especially with gas, bro.
Oh my god,
Lord, dude.
I can't even go outside and crank my truck up, much less put a tent on it and go whatever this overlanding. What does overlanding entail?
Get sweating, your balls off, not showering, sleep in the middle of the woods.
It's not showering. There's some of that, but actually, there's ways to fix that too. You can do. We actually have ways to stay clean, so it's not so bad. You can stay out a little bit longer.
Nice.
And it really entails just taking your vehicle, whatever it is, and the snobs in overlanding will say you have to have, lifted whatever truck with 19 inches of clearance and 40-inch tires. And that's not true. I was overlanding in my Tucson and it was fun. I had a good time with it. You just put a mattress in the back, you sleep back there, it's fine.
But you're
And if you
different.
get,
I could tell you're a different animal because you just
I
said
might be.
Tucson, and I haven't seen one of those things carry a mattress in many years. You are a different animal. Bob did an overland excursion. You know Bob from
Yeah.
Chemex?
Yep.
11,000 miles.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Just overlanding. And in my mind, I'm saying to myself,
Those
if
are
I
the big ones.
cried not having clothes to change one night,
One
I
night.
couldn't overland for. I was crying like a girl. I couldn't overland for many days. I can't say I gotta stay clean, bro.
So
So we got
is
lots of
overlanding like they have the jacked up trucks because you're going off the beaten path, like you're not sticking to
Yeah,
like
so
a,
it's
a
like
road.
your national forest. So one of it, the big thing is like you go to national forest or the Bureau of Land Management land, BLM land, and all the sites are free. So when you're camping, you're not paying for anything because it's completely free. And you're really doing a lot of exploring on rough roads. Some of them are really, really bad, and that's where you need a little bit more of a built-up rig. But you can do it in just a pickup truck or an
Yeah,
SUV, and
but Ben,
if you're,
why
if
not
you're
just
careful
take a
time.
drone, right? Why not take a long distance drone, cuz at a nice hotel, let it ride for about
Look,
4 or 5 miles
I'm planning
and
on
do
coming
the
back to Pocatello in a couple weeks. You know what I think? I think we load up the Cadillac
you
Lyric.
could load these nuts. I ain't going nowhere, cuz.
I think we go into the mountains.
Ben, I am not going to no. Hey, I'll take you shooting if you want to go shooting. I ain't going overlanding.
I would
Yeah,
do
we
that too,
definitely
man.
let's
I
do
would do
that.
that too.
I love shooting.
Sometimes the outdoors isn't for everybody, and that's okay. Everybody's got their different thing, and
No,
that's totally
here's what
fine.
happened, Ben. Like, I'm from Philadelphia, right? So the first time I went camping, this is what ruined it for me. I just want to share this experience, and I know you have questions.
Can't wait for
This
this.
dude is from Omaha. He's from Kearney, Nebraska, right? He says we're going camping. It's October. He bought me underwear, like the dark, thick thermos. And I was like, why are you buying another man underwear? He's like, you're going to need it. So we go camping. He forgets the camping pose, right? There's in the middle of the woods. We have no food. We're eating food off of, he takes bark off of a tree. I got pictures, bro. I should pull these pictures up, Ben. I'm sitting there in the middle of the woods. Ever been camping? Harsh terrain, eating off of a rock that he fried bacon on. And I'm
Sounds good.
freezing because he didn't tell me that don't bring a cot because the wind goes under it, the draft goes under it. And I start hearing, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a Kruger. I start singing Jesus
A
Loves Me as
Kruger.
loud as I
There's
can.
a
I'm
Freddy
like,
Krueger in the woods.
there's a Kruger in the woods. I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna die. I couldn't use the bathroom, so I couldn't alleviate myself because I was scared to get bit. And I'm sitting there with my tent playing Jesus Loves Me on my phone as loud as I can, hoping that the Kruger will not attack me. That's what did it for me.
There is an element of that. There's no doubt. When you
That's
get
a
out,
good
it can be a
time.
little scary sometimes. But we haven't seen a lot of animals, so you must have got lucky seeing the cougar, I guess.
No, and then come to find out, he was like, "There's no animals here." Come to find out, the dash cam found because of the guy's land we were on, like in the middle of the
Yep.
woods. He had one of those trail cams. There was a huge woman lion just walking around seeking who was going to devour, and it smelled pork. When it smelled my
Looking at
body,
you.
he was like, "This guy's thick."
Looking at you, big dog.
No, I almost got.
I think you could take a cougar.
Nah, you crazy. That Kruger looked like a human being.
Nah, you
They're big.
just palm him,
Those are big
rip
guys.
him in half. I think you got this.
You crazy.
So one of the questions we had was, if you could go back and change anything, now that you've got the foresight of what happened, like if you could go back, what would you do differently? Or is there anything you would do differently in the past year or before you even started, that kind of thing? Is there anything you'd do differently?
On my side, no, not really. I think I like, live and you learn. I think we got here with the circumstances that were laid in front of us, and I think we did pretty good. So keep as is. I'm saying, what you got, Eddie? I know he always wants to change something.
Nothing. I wouldn't
Nothing.
change that. I would change. I mean, every experience that we had and every struggle we had is what made us stronger. So I can't.
Probs start with towels. That's a good one, Becca. That's a good one.
Yeah, we should have started with tiles. I mean, that's one thing we didn't. We launched. You know what we do well at Thor?
I liked it.
We launch with nothing. We
Nothing.
say we're gonna do it, and then we launch afterwards. Like here you
Yep.
are, because we believe in moving quick, and sometimes that's bitten us. But I take every experience as that's what made us who we are today, and I'm grateful for each one of them.
I love that. Love that. This is a good piece of advice right here. Mistakes are not mistakes.
Yeah.
You learn something from
Yep.
them. That's when you truly learn. Like
That's what I'm saying.
I'm in education, my day job, so that's one of the things I've been in that for 20 years. When I started out, it was like, I was into special ed, so I was starting out with like worksheets, that kind of stuff. Like, oh, the repetition teaches you math, but if you don't learn why it's important or where it's worth it, and you don't go out and make those mistakes I tried to put together, whatever it is, like geometry, right? And I ended up with a frame that was like this instead of square because I didn't understand angles. It's a big deal. You just learn those mistakes as you go along, and that's why I think that time and experience is the best teacher. There's no doubt
Ben,
about
can I
that.
share my screen?
You can.
Just one. I just need to share one picture because I don't think people get
Boy,
the struggle.
me
This
and me
is
and Eddie believe in trial by fire. Oh, look at
I
this!
love
What is
that. That
this?
looks
Is this
great.
is this your camping trip?
this is the one my first one.
No.
He slept in the corner here, up above a tree because he didn't want to get rocked by bears. He put me in
Yeah,
this
very
tent,
smart.
held up by stuff, and this is me.
Just all night.
This is me all night long. Hated it, every minute of it.
This is awesome. Where's the
That's
cougar? You got a
fantastic.
picture of
I
the
love it.
cougar or what?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta find it, but when people think I'm making this up, bro, I'm like, I have been
I
through the
believe you.
wilderness. This is him.
Dude, I
We're
love
gonna eat
camping.
off this thing that he pulled off the ground that he left there a long time ago. There was rust on here. We had no forks.
Oh, dude. I'm telling you, we used to have, I took a 5-gallon
And this is our plates
drum,
we ate
knocked the
at.
bottom and top out. Yeah, it's good eating bark right there.
I'm
We used to
out,
just
dude.
walk into the woods, start a fire, put the can on it, eat off with the rusty rack. You let the rusty rack burn for a couple minutes, knock the rust off, all right?
Ben,
And
he
you just
made
cook up whatever you
he
got.
made
That's a good time.
canned green beans taste like rotten fruit. Explain that to me. Never again. I
What?
vowed to myself never to
Never
go
again.
camping again. All right, go ahead. Next question. Let's talk.
All
Sorry.
right. So this is actually coming, I think, from Ivan. So this could be interesting. And I think
That
it's
was
not a
excellent.
question, it's more of a statement. But I think I've seen this now, especially recently. There's been some cattiness, you might want to say. I don't know, of
There's been some
brands
meowing,
competing.
Ben.
Yeah. So you want to
Some
talk a little bit
meowing.
about,
I'm
like,
talking about, they're like meow.
you guys sell
They
everybody
won't
and
stop meowing
yourselves,
either.
right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. Like,
We make
what's your view
more
on that?
content for other brands than we do for our own brand.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm not sure where the animosity is coming, or at this point in my life, Ben, I don't really care. Like everyone's
Yeah,
gonna be the way they are and act the way they are and talk on how they want. That's between them. I love every brand we bring in. We keep them. If they don't want to be with us, they'll tell us, and then we get it, and we understand that you have your own way of doing things, and that's it. I'm not to continue to. Can I swear on your channel?
I don't have a problem with it.
No, we'll
Now
keep it
Ben
kosher.
is Ben
Yeah,
keeps
keep
it
it
clean, sir.
We'll keep it kosher.
This
'cause I was
isn't
gonna
your
say-
channel. You
I was
keep
gonna
it
say
clean
the
on
S
Ben's
word.
channel.
Yeah, but
I
Yeah,
appreciate
but
that.
so we knew we were gonna make certain people angry with doing our own thing because just is what it is. You can't help. But I didn't think feelings would get to the level that they got over the year. And yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day because we ain't stopping, and we're just gonna keep pushing the limits of what we can do. Eddie's Kruger made it into the detail space.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Watch out for Eddie's Kruger.
So I think a couple other things. So that was one of the topics I had wanted to talk about a little bit of, like, getting along. Do you have you had any issues with any of your brands not getting along at all? Like,
Yeah.
so your brands actually
We put out
sometimes don't get along.
fires every day. Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. So it doesn't. It's
Interesting.
not just. Yeah, this isn't just outside of Thor. This is also inside of Thor. You bring in this many brands, it's a it's a fire starter sometimes. So, but for the most part, we're pretty good peacemakers.
It was pretty
Have
good
you
to
guys-
see, like,
Yeah.
when you think about it, right? We have 2 Korean brands. They compete against each other. We got
They
3
compete,
UK
yep.
brands. They compete
They
against
compete
each other.
against each other.
You got DIY Detail, Clean by Pan, Quiver, Detail Co. They all
We
compete
compete against each other.
The only ones in the space that don't compete each other with anybody is Pycar and Clean Tool. And Novacare stays in this lane. Like, you know what shocks me about Novacare? We tried to get him to come on, they just stayed in the lane. People just buy it. So it's making sure you give enough love to all the brands.
Sure. I can see that.
Jamie's real good at scheduling things, like we'll do this week, do that this week, etc. It's just making sure it's like I don't know how to say this. Like, you can't love one kid more than the other, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're a
Yeah.
business, that's a big deal. You want everybody to be happy, and you're never going to make everybody happy, but you want everybody to be happy. It's like your goal. So that makes it rough.
100%. Yeah. Yep.
So along those same lines, then,
Meant
when
4K.
you launched, I don't know, you're thinking back to a year ago, and I do want to see a panel come on to my cast at some point because I think it'll be great if we have a conversation at some point. But there were some pretty big things with his launch specifically. Did that affect you guys at all, or is that actually good in the end? Like, was it good, bad? Like, how did that
You know
all
what? You know what's
just
wild
end
about
up?
all
You
that?
know?
Like everyone trusts him to do that awards video. Let's just call it what it is, the awards video. But they couldn't trust him to say this was his best. So I never understood that. Nor I know Pan regretted. I know Pan doesn't regret. He had to regret. I don't speak for Pan, but
Sure.
when he took people's thoughts this time and he just removed us, people were still asking, why didn't you include this brand or that brand? So you're never gonna make anybody
Yeah.
happy.
Right.
Can't make everybody happy. But that definitely lit a fire that was definitely overflamed, I think. That fire was overflamed, but
Oh, that fire was bro, that burned churches down. That fire,
that set the woods on fire. That
that's
fire,
acres.
you can't go overland in that fire. You gotta go
Nah,
to a different state. You gotta get out.
Me
I'm
and
alarmed,
Jamie were standing
for
in the
sure.
middle of the fire like Carrie. You ever seen that movie Carrie, when she just standing in the middle of the house, she lit on fire?
And it's just all
We're
burning
just-
down.
Yeah, we were just sitting there like,
this is fine. Where's that meme where the guy's in the office and it's burning
and
down?
it's burning down. This is fine. This is okay.
Yeah. No, it was. It didn't affect really anything. Just a bunch of noise. It was mostly a bunch of noise.
Yeah, I think when you look back, it was bad. It probably wasn't great for Pan. I don't know if it hurt you all that much because it wasn't really.
Right.
It might have even drove people to your
Yeah,
site.
it's more
in some ways,
of
so it might
his
have been
thing.
good.
Yeah.
But it had to be kind of crazy as like we launched and this is happening, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
So speaking of that, I never watched his awards that much. You know what I mean? Like I'd see them pop up. I'm like, okay, that's a cool video. Like I never knew they were that big of a deal to the detailing community. Like I didn't know, like Christy says she would write down everything, like every year she'd write down everything he said and like go get it. I had no idea like that was happening because I guess I'm just in this space on a more professional level. So I'd watch the video and stuff. And one year, like Clean Maker one year, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, that kind of deal. And I just never thought it was that big. And then that happened, and I'm like, wow, people really take what this man says to heart. So I think if he would have waited 1 month before releasing it, I don't think no problems.
Yep.
Just launching the brand and then launching that video at the same time is what rubbed people the wrong way.
Hey, bye Conway. Hope your mom's okay. But
yep,
where's Conway?
Yep.
Yeah,
Say the same
Conway's
thing.
mom is out of surgery.
Praying for you, Conway.
Hope your mom is safe and
Hope all is
recovers.
well.
Hey, but you know what made this real for me? Like when I knew that this was a serious thing, we were at SEMA. We had just launched, right? September, October, November, 2 months, and we're at SEMA. And I tell the story a lot because it was kind of profound, right? We're sitting there. I'm sitting there on the chair. It's like day 4. It's Thursday before they let everybody in Friday, or day 3. This lady, like, we get up, and then the booth had like times where it would just be popping. This was like after lunch, and the booth was always buzzing. This lady comes around the corner and she just starts. You ever seen the look on a lady's face when she starts sobbing? And she's like, and it's just a start ugly cry. She comes down the street, looks at Pan, has her arms wide open, and at that moment, I look at Jamie. I'm like, we're getting sued. He did something stupid. Come to find out, the man actually, she said to him, and this one I was like, wow, this is real serious. Like people really respect this guy. You changed my life. I was sleeping in the car or whatever she was. I was doing this. I saw your detail channel. I started detailing. You changed my life. And she was just crying. And I was like, okay, makes sense now. It makes sense.
Yeah, amazing story. That was what cemented, like, man, Pan really has like changed lives with his channel. He got to 1 million subscribers for reasons.
Yeah.
It
the channels
enhanced
that
our
started
view of him and his channel.
The channels that started at that time are just different animals altogether.
Different animals.
They have a different impact and a different following than what today, for sure. And you hope as a creator, a small creator, you can people find your content at least useful, but to that level where they're changing lives, that's crazy stuff. So
100%.
Yeah.
And still, no one there's just not another Pan. You know what I mean?
Nope.
No one
There's
can
definitely
do
not.
what he has done since the
Nope.
beginning.
He's
Nope.
freaking hilarious too. Like
It's amazing
He is.
I push Pan to the very edge every time I see him.
every time.
Every time there's a cliff, I'm like nudging him off the cliff, and I pull him
Yeah.
back. Like I push him up, pull him back, save him, and then we just go after it again. Because at first, he wasn't used to the banter back and forth. So this was a proving ground. I'm like, man, you're gonna have to get used to the banter because Jamie and I, we go hard after each other. Like we just like, but it was good. He's real fun to be around.
I was going to see if he wanted to come on here too, but I was like, you know what? I think the two of you for now, and then I'll see if Pan will come on in the future. But it'd be kind of fun. But I was like, it might be interesting with all four of us at the same time.
Pan's hilarious. We get together and then we just, I think Chicago was one of the first times that we didn't talk that much about detailing. We're actually talking about like other things. Usually when we're together, it's always business.
Yep.
So, but we still work because he only polished like one hood and we had to polish the rest of the 4 cars. So
Pan gets put down because of jealousy.
Do you wanna show off some of what's behind you there, Jamie?
Yes, I
Just
do,
we can get into that a little bit, and then we'll get back to questions here.
Yeah, so
after
we
that?
got some hot towels coming in at in mid to end of next month, so October. So would have liked to have them for Thor's birthday. It'd been nice, but it takes a while to make even higher quality towels. Takes a while. What we got over here is we got some goat revamps.
Ooh,
Got the original goat. It's coming in hot with the new packaging.
well, the original Go got a facelift.
We got some color changes of the new goat 1800.
all right.
And then we have some beautiful things over here. So let's break down the new goats. We got the new goat. It's bigger. It's badder. It's better. What we learned with the first factory is kind of trying to construct a behemoth like the goat with the kind of standard and South Korean microfiber yarn. We were having problems with some of them quality control wise. We kind of unravel at one of the seams. Like I don't know what was happening, but it was just so big. It was like unwinding itself in some batches. So and no problems with the goat. As long as it doesn't keep unraveling, you can trim it off and keep going. But what we did with the new version of the goat is we found some new heavy duty microfiber yarn. Like it's thicker, it's more absorbent, it's more durable. So the new goat is what I'm gonna say. It's designed for like the shop. Like this thing is gonna be able to take a tremendous amount of abuse and last a long, long time and dry a lot of cars per day.
The water levels in the ocean.
Yeah.
You drop a
It's
container of
nuts.
goats in the water, bro.
Yeah. No more ocean.
Take it out.
Plus, got the new shiny bags.
I love the bags. The bags are amazing.
You can see just how profound the twists are with this new
That looks
version of the goat.
And
Once you get your hands on it, you'll
created that
notice
twist.
it different. Yeah, like with this yarn. I think we're got to be the only ones ever to use this yarn. Like we had it custom kind of made from the yarn factory they got in South Korea, and it's just gonna be a heavy duty big boy. So in doing that and kind of making the goat more reinforced, bigger, badder, better, that kind of deal, we were like, we need the people's goat because people are.
We need the sock goat, the not so heavy goat.
So this is where the new goat 1800 variety is going to come in. So these are with the standard yarn size. So you can see immediately, like that's a much smaller kind of twist loop than the heavy duty yarn we used for the big goat. You can see the size difference there. It's pretty
see the
clear.
size difference. Yeah, it's clear.
It's just
I like the new color too, though.
Yeah,
it's
the heavy duty yarn.
That green is wild. That green,
made the goat.
I think that color.
The green is nuts. So the goat 1800, obviously, much more manageable size. It's really nice. It's moving and grooving. It's just as absorbent, I think. How much more
It's
water
as absorbent as our current goat.
As our current goat. Yeah, I would say that. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, as absorbent as the first factory goat. So it's just nice.
I
Plus
love
the
that green.
We
That's that Green Lantern green.
Colors.
That's that Green Lantern green.
With the 1800 colors.
I don't know how we ended up with the orange goat. How did we end up with the orange goat?
I have no idea. I think they sent us a sample of an orange just towel, and we were like, can we make that the goat color? And I think that's what happened.
Yeah, looks good.
But the goat 1800s are going to be like the people's choice goat. Like I wouldn't even we should call the new goat the goat HD. Like it's heavy duty. It's bigger battery.
That would have been a good way to go. Yeah. Go
Yeah, yeah,
HD.
yeah.
I
So
like that.
Show the
I'm gonna
diva.
market it. I'm gonna market it towards shops as a hard working towel. Like it's made to dry a car, throw it on the rack, let it dry, pull in another car, wash it, dry another one with the heavy duty goat, wash it, wash the next car. It's made for high traffic environments. Oh yeah, new baby goat color. By the way, we introduced the baby goats, which is the rinseless drying towel version
The
of the
I
goat
like
original.
those.
towel.
I like those, by the way.
Yeah, I love
Like
the
them a lot.
baby goat. So the baby goat comes from, I had this like towel sample that was 16 by 16. These are 18 by 20, but I had like a 16 by 16, like 1500 towel sample at one point, and I was just playing around with it, and I loved
Yeah, you were
doing
in
rinseless
love, dude.
wash, and it could dry the whole car, and I loved that style. So that was the evolution of the rinseless towels, and then we decided on the 18 by 20 size for the baby goats, 2-pack,
Yeah. It's a
and it's
great
just
size.
perfect size, great towel. So I love the baby goats. So now blue is getting here. We had mint green. So now we'll add blue to the colorways of the baby goats. And that's the whole goat collection. So we'll have the heavy duty goat, the goat 1800s, and the baby goat variety of towels. And then this is what everyone's waiting on, Benjamin. So the Diva rinseless towel, the first version, was something special. Like me and Eddie got a hold of that towel and took it out the package, and we were like, this towel is nice.
Yep. I
So
agree.
So we had to bring the heat, making a version 2 and making sure we didn't mess it up, because it's a fan favorite.
It's
It has
the
a cult
pinnacle of
following, I'd
drying
say.
towels. The
It's
pinnacle.
amazing. Like Mike thought we got rid of it and brought the baby goats to replace it, and he like made a hit piece on us. He's like, "Don't do Diva rinseless."
Mike who?
Outdoor detailer Mike. He's like, "Yeah." He thought we got rid of it entirely, and I'm like, No. They're just not finished yet. They're still being made.
Yeah.
They're coming.
We got them.
So Diva rinseless, had to bring them back, large and in charge. We got purple, and we'll have this blue version. So let's check out the original purple version first. So Diva rinseless pretty much looks identical, right? We matched that. The difference is we had to trim a couple inches off the length and add it to the width. Now what that did was we optimized towel yarn waste in our new
Yeah,
factory
we minimized it.
to
Okay.
a T. So there's a couple changes with a few towels where we just trimmed
Show the
off a couple
pile,
inches
Jamie.
here.
Get close with the
and
pile.
put it here.
Nice.
So it's a different size, but it's still the perfect throw over your shoulder towel. It's not that big of a size difference where I don't think anybody will complain. And we're saving and maximizing the yarn we use when we make our towels. With that waste yarn, you show up to SEMA, we might have a little surprise for you that we're actually going to use with it. So no yarn wasted in the Thor factory, basically. With the new Diva rinseless, you get that V2 super premium suede. I'm talking about, this is from a South Korean suede shop that is the finest suede I could find.
Super absorbent.
Super absorbent. Like this is just as absorbent as the microfiber. And we have videos on that too. So it's just it's a higher quality version of the original Diva rinseless, and I think we're going to deliver with the V2 version. I'm super excited for it. Now, and saying that, we got a new colorway
Yeah,
for
boy.
this bad boy.
You
So
know, the
now we
rinseless
have-
towel was made after Nemesis, that color.
Yeah, the purple was to match Nemesis originally. So now we got this bad boy, which is kind of a cyan blue with the dark blue border.
Love it.
Yep. So the Diva rinselesses are coming. So all these towels are coming on the next container in October. It's going to be awesome. That's kind of the sneak peeks for you, Benjamin.
I love that. And you know, the reasons for making some of those changes too, not just to make the towels better, but to have
Yep.
less waste. That's a big deal.
Yep.
So, you know, love that you're really thinking about
And
those things
to
when other
make
people
the
might not
best
be.
towel. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say it. Like, our
Yeah.
towels, V2 towels.
Yeah, that's what we learned was it's not easy. Like we're chasing to have the best towels in the market. So, but the V1s were a good attempt. We had a bit of a breakup with our first factory, and then we found this new factory
We love
that's
them.
just another level. It's just
Like,
it's just
he actually
amazing.
holds
So,
patents for designs. Weave
yeah,
design.
we have proprietary towels coming. It's gonna be nuts.
So how do you go
Yeah,
about
October.
finding different, like, what's the process for, finding somebody to manufacture the towels, and how do you go about making that switch and deciding to do that? How did that come about?
That was a relationship. So this is the funny part about this. Our first towel manufacturer, believe it or not, Ivan introduced me, LaCroix. Second manufacturer that we found was an unknown, but they own a huge factory in Korea. They own their own factory. They do their own weaving. Their machines are nuts. Next level. They're the only one with the supersonic machine to cut the edges so tight that they don't unravel. We've found that through a relationship. So we onboarded Kataba, and I remember us we felt like K-pop stars. We're running around and 20 cameras deep, and we're eating at this Korean restaurant. And for some reason, I see this girl across, and she's speaking better English than Jamie. I go, "What's your name?" "Oh, my name is Jaden." She goes, "I'm with this company." I go, "What?" So the relationship, it started with a talk, and it started with, we onboarded Kataba, signed the contract, and yeah, Ivan sparked the first interest of our first towels and got it going, and thank Ivan for that. But second towels, it was us building that relationship. We sat down at SEMA, we talked, and we were gun shy because we had a good thing going and we wanted something better. And from that, it's like every day we talk to him. Every day we talk to him over and
every day.
over and over again. Like, we have video on our old factory. We never had a video call. We have
Uh-uh.
video calls. We go over baggage. We go over, people made a hit piece on us and started peeling the sticker off of the bag because we try to fix the verbiage, because microfiber is not really microfiber. So our current Korea factory just does all the checks beginning to the end. And unbeknownst to people, it's like money doesn't grow on trees, right? So if you buy 12,000 bags,
Yeah.
no one's gonna eat $12,000 in bags. It's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So
At this point, they're basically like Thor factory.
yeah,
They don't let mistakes go through. If they notice something weird, let us know. If we're wasting too much yarn, they let us know. That kind of deal. A
slight color variation. We couldn't even tell.
I'm talking about, you can't even see.
Both towels. Yeah.
And they say the color you picked does this, that. We recommend this one. We go, you're the one there seeing, what's happening. So that's the level and intimacy that we've gotten with our new towel manufacturer. It's nuts.
What shocked me the most, right? Because there's two things that I love a lot. I love a good mitt, but it has to be a big mitt. I've always been a big mitt fan. Microfiber Madness made a mitt, huge deli pad. And then I've always been the zero finish towels from Klein. Had 100 of those new packs stacked up. Every color had the orange and white.
Ivan came over.
Ivan came over, destroyed it. So he took a $4 towel and he put Solutions finish on it. And you know what he said to my face? He looked me dead in the eyes in front of Sock and like 4 other people. Put in a rinse list. He'll take that right off. I go, heck no. And then you know what he said to me? It's just a towel. Who cares? And I cried inside because those are my favorite towels, right? So when Jimmy and I started this thing, my one thing is like our level ones and final level had to be like a Klein. Our new ones are like a Klein, 100%. And the wash pad I wanted to have, when they took up the wash pad and they picked up the unicorn, because it was like a unicorn vibe, you know what I'm saying? The cyberpunk vibe. Because I have a screenshot on my thing. I was like, it has to be better than what I love. Check. That's what, in my opinion, these are my opinions, but the new wash pads, all of them.
I like this comment from Westcat. There's a difference in cutting costs to make more money and finding the best for people. So, I don't think most manufacturers would use our factory because they are a little more expensive, especially with me making them chase down, the finest suedes and stuff. I don't think anybody's paying the cost for actual what we do for towels, and then selling them. Like if a company were buying our towels at our prices, they would definitely be selling them for such a steep, they'd be more expensive than Klein towels. And we're still able to make that quality and keep them at the best price. So I think coming into year 2, it's going to be very apparent when you buy from Thor, what you get from what you pay for is unmatched.
Yeah, we haven't said a lot.
As it should be, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But then we haven't really said a lot, right? We try to keep to ourselves, but I'm being pretty vocal on the wash pads.
That's
what I'm saying. I'm
very confident. And not only
I had
the
a junior in my
too.
cart. I have a junior in my cart. I'm ready to hit the button at some point. So I'm small, so I need a smaller wash mitt because I'm not such a
Wait, did you try the Incredible mitt?
I have.
You have
What you think? Give us the review.
How do you like that mitt?
I like it. I actually like it quite a bit. It's good. It's solid. It did a nice job, and it's the right size for my hand. So I liked that part. Yeah. Worked well.
Put that
So
against
our
any other.
factory we call it the
What's that?
Wash Boss blend. That's a proprietary blend in our
Okay.
mitts. So it has, like, you see the pillowy clouds at kind of the bottom of the long fingers. That's the polyester blend, and that's what holds the suds and all that good stuff.
Yep.
And then you have, well, the polyester fingers. Then you have the polyamide clouds. So the polyester fingers do a great job of picking that dirt off the surface, and as soon as you dunk it, those fingers release all the dirt. Pillowy clouds hold all that goodness, the incredible suds goodness in it.
So I definitely
That's
want
what
to try
makes our
a,
mitts
a
magical.
Wash Bosch Junior for sure. And what I noticed about the Incredible mitt, the Incredible Wash mitt, was when it came time to kind of rinse it at the end, it let go
Yes,
of the
that's
soap
what I'm
way
saying.
easier than any other mitt I've ever used in my life. And I was like, oh,
Yes.
this is so much nicer for that, for sure. And I mean, it did an excellent job cleaning, but that was one of the things that stood out to me. I even forgot to mention that in my video, but I was like, that's impressive. I
Yeah,
think
it's
because
the
Don't
I've
worry,
stopped
quality.
filling
It's the
I even forgives you.
it's the quality of the microfiber and the perfect blend of the polyester polyamide is what allows that to happen. So we're pretty proud of them wash mitts. They're on
And I
There was a
think,
question.
you guys do offer some of the best value because you look at other towels on
100%.
Amazon and stuff like that, like the value for quality, it's up there with anybody at the very minimum, if not better. And I love that. That's just one stop
It's
shop for just about everything.
I
So that brings me to
guarantee
my
it's
next
better.
topic. And that is, well, two topics. One, this is continuing this question. I have another one. So the Quiver short gun came out a couple weeks ago. I did a video on it and it was out of stock immediately, but now it's back in stock fairly quickly. That's different than what happened, I think, in the beginning. And so what have you done to adjust some of that? And have you had to really start thinking about, like, I heard Ivan on one of their podcasts say they have to order more than they ever thought they were going to need because the demand is so much higher than they thought it was going to be. So is that similar for you guys, or how have you changed that?
We're trying to get smarter about. Well, you can answer it, Jamie.
It is a game of at first. So let's say you bring in Yum cars, right? Let's do Yum cars as a field test here. Let's start. Let's take it back. We're bringing in Yum cars. We're not the first U.S. distributor to ever bring Yum cars to the States. They've had stock in the U.S. for 5 years. And most places that had Yum cars was still trying to sell off their one order. So you look at that, you say, how much are we going to need here? They run the numbers, they tell you what they think, that kind of deal. And we order it, get it coming. And then, Nick says, hey, I'm coming to Pocatello this date. And we say, all right, we'll see you there, meet you there. And then we all get together and creatively come up with, well, you have to tell your story. And we've set him in the front of a camera and he tells the Yum car story. And 4 or 5 months later, we're in the middle of Yum, what I'm calling Yum Mania.
Yeah.
If we could keep it in stock, it might be the highest selling detail brand in the United States right now, is how hot Yum Cars is. The second order, we doubled, maybe tripled, and
No, I
still it
tripled it.
sold out. It simpled. Yeah. We thought we
tripled
had you ordered a 3-month supply pretty much based on our first order. But as momentum picked up from the first order and then the FOMO kicked in and then the reviews start coming out,
It was
and
nuts.
then the second order hits and it sells out again in a week. And it's
And
just
then we
nuts.
air freighted 2 times and air freighted another time. And then what we're starting to see too is not just Yum too. So Yum, it's like how it says a rising tide, brings up all
rises
shit.
all boats. It's proving
So
to be
you
correct.
have
yes.
Yum Revolution, I call it. He calls it Mania. And then you see Garage Therapy, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. So now, oh my Lord. So I'm sitting here on my computer with a thumb on my cheek saying, what am I gonna do? So here's the plan. So what we found out is we have to plan for 120 days, 60 to 120 days. We want to stay at 60 to 90. We have to find out lead times, right? How long does it take from that to get from UK here? And then we now say if it takes 30 days and we order 90 days, we have 15 more days and we have to order again. So there's always a boat on the water.
Right. Constant supply.
And it's hard to keep up because you can't predict human buying. Like,
You cannot
to give
predict
you a
it.
prime example, like in NovaCare, we're trying to get them to come on to tell their story because they're from Italy.
Yep.
I mean, the market on that sucks. Jamie knows it. Him and I need to start making
The
videos.
Novacar is at zero
Selling
market.
out. Selling out. Like,
It still sells out. So I don't
all
know.
these brands that we brought on have lifted each other up and they're just, it's like catching fire, bro. It's insane. It's like one tree's on fire, the next one, the next one, the next one. So now that's how we're going to start managing it. So we're going to go off lead time plus 90 days. So that's how we're going to try to fix that.
And I think this quote is it right here, right? You're about relationships. You're about, if you buy from Thor, you've said this before, you're getting a quality product. You're going to get a great product. You're going to be happy with it. Doesn't matter which one you choose, which glass cleaner or ceramic coating or whatever, it's going to be good and you're going to like it. And that's what's great about
100%.
Thor. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, you're not only getting a good product, but then we at Thor, we try and tell that story also who you're supporting when you buy said product, which we 100% nailed with like Yum Cars. But like we said, also
Illuminate.
the Nova Cars at zero when it
But they're,
comes to, but
like I'm saying, it's just catching
their stuff's
fire. So all
crazy.
these people
Yeah.
are just nuts.
Yeah. So Luminous, same. They came out, Kati, but they were at SEMA. We introduced them at SEMA. We're going to introduce them again this
We got Mile
SEMA.
Deep we're doing this time and
Mile Deep.
soon.
So yeah, that's definitely, that's what Thor was created for. It was bringing me, Eddie, Pan, Josh V, DIY Detail, bringing it all together to be under one house, and then we expanded from there. So
Here's a question for you. What's different between SE0 and
that's a good
SE1
question.
sealant?
Uno momento, for favor. You're dropping, it's like dropping SKU numbers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need a phone. I have to look.
While you're doing that, you're looking. The other question I have is, I'm Josh V is pretty much the hardware provider for, I mean, you have a couple of other things, but he's really the one that's doing the most of the hardware.
He wanted to tackle pressure washers, accessories. That's what he loved. So
Do you have plans to become like a one-stop shop eventually for
100%?
You can get anything. If you need it in detailing, it's going to be here. Obviously, his pressure wash is going to come out, but are you looking at other options for that? Or are you considering some of your own or anything like that? I mean, you obviously don't want to say too much, but I'm just curious about the hardware side of things a little bit.
That'll be Quiver's domain to tackle.
Gotcha.
Like, me and Eddie aren't the best when it comes to hardware, even brushes. Like,
Yeah,
our
I
first
just
round
want
of
to
brushes,
spray a car down. No, don't give a crap.
pretty, like, Eddie's like, this is good enough, and we go to town with it. Yeah. So we are definitely not the best when it comes to tools and accessories of sourcing it. Even though I'm telling you right now, the next round of Thor brushes off the charts, because we've gotten our Korean manufacturer to tackle those projects for us, and they're knocking it out the ballpark. But Josh is in charge of all that stuff for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, it's
With
good
his
to know.
brand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Eddie, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't care about pressure washers. I just wanted to.
I literally have been using Ryobi since I started detailing, so it works. It works
I
good.
would say the gun was nuts. When he came out with this gun at first, I'm gonna be honest.
Gun's
at first
nuts.
I thought it was a quirky design. I have a Mosmatic, an OG Mosmatic. That's like $250. I have the Yum gun, and I have this gun, and the SG 2800. I'm digging Quiver. Like, it's comfortable in the hand, super light. Click and boom.
Yum
I'm really
gun's
enjoying
amazing. This thing right here. Look at
Can I
this.
answer that
Look at
question
this.
about
Look at
S201?
this golden
That
gun.
one's nuts.
That's nuts.
Can I answer that question about S01 and
Please.
S0S? Yeah, so one is a 9-month,
you're
one's an 8-month.
You're the American brand rep.
So American brand. It's a SCO hydro sealant. You will use more often. Think about it this way: Luminous has like 4 sealants, right? 3: glossy, slick, black diamond. Glossy you would use every time. Hydro sealant you would use every time, and you wash every 2 or 3 washes. SC1 is a long-term sealant. Think of it like black diamond. You would not use that every wash, just every 3 to 4 months.
It's
Thank you for
Josh's
providing that.
100-foot hose ETA. No idea.
I have no idea.
I ain't heard from him.
Yeah, Josh is his own person. No idea.
He's a free bird too. You don't know when
You don't know nothing until
he's a
it's
free bird.
The Quiver gun, I was really impressed with that. Honestly, that automatic quick connect, which then made me go do that video and put automatic quick connects everywhere. I was testing 2 pressure washers this last weekend, and one had those and one didn't. And I kept going, well, why won't this connect? Oh, that's right. This is the old connection. And I had to like relearn it again because it's like, this is just the way it should be. Why is everything not that way? It was crazy. Yeah, it was
right
nuts.
now, when you're locked and loaded and you do this, and you don't have to spray it. I don't even spray the car anymore. I used to spray the ground. You know how you get it because air, right? You have to put it in, pick up. I do this once I hear. I just keep going. I go to work. I don't have to worry about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was a great innovation in a gun, and it is comfortable. And like I like my active gun too, but I really like that quiver gun a lot. And I think a lot of anybody who buys that's going to be really happy with it. And that's again what Thor's all about.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I like about
tremendous.
Josh V and what he does? He never sells you on stuff that doesn't make sense. Like his idea is this is what works for me. Use what you want. Like, MJJC or anything else you could go get, but Josh just makes it fun. Like Teal's Fire, Fuego. His little hose. Look, that hose is the first time I used it was in Chicago. And it came in
Yeah.
clutch. Dude, the quick
Yep.
connects came in clutch. We had to get a Ryobi
Came
because the
in
pressure washer was
clutch.
spooky. We pop. We got that up and running because we had people there that we were testing stuff on. And 10 minutes we're up and running and putting the hose out. I'm just
I'm
saying it
telling you,
makes it
the
easy.
Ryobi quiver connection is off the charts. Like,
Nuts.
it's off the charts. That's all you can do though. When you're making stuff like we do, you got to make it for yourself first and go from there. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? So between Josh and Q,
Bobby,
what's to say? Have
so
us covered? Yeah.
yeah, so
Bobby's trying to
I've
get a
learned
raise.
this because
Bob's
my videos don't do anything in comparison to theirs at all. It's
By the way,
impossible. They covered
I got
everything.
I
Yeah.
got a hot new tooth this week. Look, this tooth right
I
here,
need you to
brand
walk me
new.
through
That's
what happens to
porcelain.
your
It
tooth.
feels like I ceramic coated that mug. It feels like a brand new car you just ceramic coated. It feels nice. I got a root canal, so at the
Oh,
had a
they fill
crown.
your teeth up. Okay.
Yeah. So I forgot about it. It was like 4 months ago. I got that root canal, and so I've been just running around with the plastic thing. Man, they just
Ben,
ripped
you
that
work in
mug out, put
school,
that
right?
porcelain thing in
You work
there.
at a place where you teach kids?
I work at Western Governors University, so not kids necessarily, but university. Yeah, the biggest university in the country, actually.
I was I don't know why I brought this up or why I'm thinking about it. But anyway, go to the next question before I derail us, because I'm in that mood that I'm going to take us down a road that's dark.
If you have a question, I'm totally fine with
No,
it.
it's not. It's like I got to tell you. Have you ever went to work sick?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I was at my desk one time and I was like the director of one below the director because I became director after and had my whole team there, and we're about to launch this mobile app. I ate a piece of toast. This teeth breaks in my mouth. I swallow my teeth, go real hard. I go to the doctor the same day. They pull it out, drug me. I come back to work because that's what real men do. You know what I'm saying? I thought, I had to be there for the team because we're about to launch that night, the mobile app, and my team's hungry. They're tired, crazy. I fell asleep at my desk like this for literally like 2 hours. And the CTO of the department sat right next to me and waited for me to wake up. There's a lesson in this. I don't know what it was, but Jamie's tooth reminded me of it because everything happens to me, and I don't
There's
think I
nothing
should just stay
worse
home.
than tooth stuff.
Yeah,
Nothing
it's
worse.
nuts.
It sucks.
I was like,
Dude, I tell you what, the best sleep I've ever gotten was when I got my wisdom tooth pulled out. I'd do it again. Like everybody complains about getting wisdom, I'd do it again. Heartbeat. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I
the
went
right
out.
drugs, it's not so bad.
Oh man, it was awesome. I slept for almost a whole day. It was great. Anyway, I guess we should get back on
So I got a
Thor.
couple more questions for you. Number one, this last week I had time to jump on during your live stream where you two were messing up the warehouse a little bit. And so I wanted to learn a little bit about like what that experience is like and how your warehouse has changed. And if you want to talk a little bit about it, the disaster that happened at the warehouse. Some people may or may not know about that, but that was crazy seeing that video. So like, yeah.
Which disaster are you talking here? Just to
Was
be
it
explicit
yours?
here.
is it where
Was it-
Pan went to go put a box on us as a kid and it all fell on the floor?
Yes.
Live when we were live?
Yes.
Okay, so we're packing boxes, and legit, we were supposed to do this like the first 2 days, but I kept ignoring her name's Clara because she'll work you like a dog. So I was ignoring her the whole time, and me and Jamie just continue to polish the same car. We get to the point on it, and then I'm passing boxes to Pan, and Pan goes, "The skid's this high, it falls almost on the guy on the floor." And Pan starts panicking. Guys, no more guys, no more.
More guys.
And me and Jamie are right in the middle of a live, and we ignore him because we're like, we're on the middle of a live. Like, we have to give all this stuff away. Guys, no more guys. It's too dangerous, guys. And then that happens. So the guy looks at us, and he looked at Pan. He starts free stacking it. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. But the trip to the warehouse was to definitely check up on things. We should have done it sooner. actually figure out, who we're talking to, shake their hands, and just be more personable about it. You know what I mean? So we learned a lot. I think we got a clear strategy coming into the next year with our warehouse team, and I think you're going to see big improvements in that area of Thor. Plus, they have a watch bay that needs a bunch of improvements, but we're planning on making it a more reoccurring trip out there, filming content, classes. We want to start some classes, so they have a beautiful watch bay and classroom that can facilitate that. So we're looking forward to doing some trainings coming into 2026.
That's super cool. And it was fun to see you guys doing that. And it's always fun to see the behind the scenes stuff. I think that stuff's great. I don't know if it does
Yeah,
really well or not, but I thought it was kind of fun to see it. So cool
that
stuff.
was
For me, it was watching.
it's pretty tough packing that box. You got to check the form,
Oh,
put
they don't
one
play
in
around.
here, make sure you got it.
If you got a box from us with a
I would not
signature
be
in
good
it,
at it.
and one is packed like they don't know what we're doing, I want to say this publicly. That's box Jamie packed. Okay, just want to say that publicly. I'm not taking L's for him. The other thing too is like a lot of people, we get appreciate because we're a social company, social media driven company, so you get a lot of comments on the internet. I would tell you this: the volume that they're doing is bananas. We walked into the warehouse and we saw like at least 120 boxes on the ground and two dudes checking it to make sure everything's matching the pink slip. And then they put it on this conveyor belt
Conveyor
and
belt.
they pack, they tighten it up. Now you have to understand too, like they're growing as we're growing. So we're outgrowing their pace and they're trying to keep up with our pace and so on and so forth. But we're one unit, like we're one family.
Mhm.
It's Thor is that 3PL company. We can't just say it's the warehouse's fault. We never say that, right? We're one.
Yeah,
It's our, and what we learned
same
is
thing.
seeing it from their end and from our end is how can we make it better? And I think that's one of the things that we all talked about and we all came up with ideas and we got to see the whole gamut. And it's the space we occupy will blow your mind.
That's exciting. And again, you're making improvements everywhere. Like, and you see that the value in doing that. And I think that's great. I want to
100%.
make one quick call out. Devil's in the detail. Franco
Franco.
sent me $99. So like I've never had
What?
one donation ever
No
on YouTube.
way.
So I just
Let's
want to say
go.
thank you so much. That's awesome.
Franco's
That's
for the
never happened
culture.
before. Yeah, Franco's amazing.
Watch his last video.
But he
Terrible
fixed
title.
it now, so it's gonna hit the algorithm now. And
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. So last question, because I want to keep you too late. You guys do a lot of you want to have lives as well, and that is looking forward into less to 2025, 2026, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years. Where do you hope to be? What's coming that you're like, I can't quite share it with you, maybe, or maybe you're like, there's a hint or whatever. You could be like Taylor Swift, and we could drop some, little
Yep.
Easter eggs or something like that. But where's Thor headed, and where do you hope it's going to be in a year or two?
Yep. My vision is coming off this first year is to pretty much tighten everything up that needs to be tightened and get to a point where it comes to warehouse strategy, from shipping to marketing strategy to bringing in a new brand to launching a new brand to making our routine content, like we just get it all to a point where it's just down and we just become this machine where we're just turning and burning and not looking back. I don't think we're still just warming up, basically, is what I'm saying. Like we're about to put the paddles in the water and really start steering the ship.
That sounds
What you
amazing.
think, Eddie?
Eddie, any thoughts there?
Yeah, I like what he said. That resonates with me.
Let me tell you what Eddie needs to do going into the next coming years. He needs to start delegating, and we need to find someone who can also work on apps, because what he does on a day-to-day basis is pretty crazy, and I couldn't do it myself. So if Eddie goes down, we're all screwed. So we need to figure out how to get less stress off of Eddie,
I don't
delegate a
feel
little
stressed.
bit.
It's just a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of work, and he definitely is steering a big part of the ship right now when it comes to the app side and editing and planning the content and booking our flights and all that good stuff. Hopefully, that the next few years, I want to get to where Eddie's stepping away from a couple of these roles, and we get to more to
And he's going to come
enjoy.
overlanding with me.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then we
man.
go on an overlanding with
I ain't
Ben
going
into
do
the
nothing.
desert, and
I'm
and
gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm not doing, cause I think for me though, to answer your question is I want to make sure that we keep innovating, and I want to keep pushing us to be different. Like, yeah, we sell chemicals like everyone else. Yeah, we sell towels like some companies, but I want us to be different. So that's going to lead to this segue. Not I won't say much. Seymour, we're about to drop a bomb that's going to revolutionize how we detail. So I'm saying,
100%.
and that's
Clear
something that's
exciting.
been taking a lot of my time. So I think, and then I want to see us keep growing, keep bringing the community together. I want to get back more. I like to do like outreaches and get back more, but damn, and I really want detail code to be talked about more. Like, I don't know why we haven't been. I hope 2020 and Jimmy really focusing on detail code, because I love that brand. We sweated. You don't understand the hours we spent foaming on video chats, talking back and forth, getting sample after sample after sample after dumpster fire, soap that didn't foam, soap that foamed too good was too expensive.
They were real bad. We started with nothing for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I
So
want to get back to
Detail Code V2
I love
game
that.
changes.
I think part of probably what I've heard you say just on this chat we've had today is you're doing a really good job of promoting everybody else and not doing as much of your own brand. And that's probably part of that, because you want to be fair to everybody else, maybe even detrimentally to your own brand. So just make sure you promote it, because it's good stuff. I have some of it. I like it. I got Ragnarok. I haven't tried it yet. I've got to get to it, but I'm definitely going to try that. So
like our ceramic coatings are just one of those things that, thinking back to your question, because you just asked us right on the spot and then we can end it here. My biggest regret was not showing people that I do love detail code. I know I rag on it because I like to give Jamie a hard time, but I love Infinity as is. I don't think it needs to change. I use it with a dry, without a dry. Have no issues. Some people have issues, don't have any problems. I rag it because that we make it fun, but in reality, like, I love Infinity. I love thick, slim. People slept on it. Now everything's sold out, and people are like, "When's it coming back?" Those things like we've been sitting on those gems, I call them, for a bit. My biggest regret was not just continuing to push that brand forward, because I love it. It's our heart and soul is in that brand. Like, everything Jamie likes in the soap, it's in that brand. Everything I love in the rinseless, in that brand. By the way, Nemesis V2 is out, 500 mils. Gallons are still pure version 1. Grab it and go, and then put it against Yum, and I like your feedback. Thanks.
I'll pick some up and I'll let you know. How does that sound?
I like it.
Last question. Did anybody reach out to you and say, I got an extra product and I don't know why, this last week?
I haven't seen it. I've seen
There was one on Facebook, Jamie.
Yeah, but he knew it was coming, I think. You know what I mean? He did it to be funny. But I haven't. I'm waiting on it. There's definitely going to be someone who's like, I got all this stuff. This isn't my order.
There was one guy who ordered one thing. When he opened
we hooked him up.
There was
we
one
gave him
guy
so much crap.
who ordered one thing, and I'm telling you right now, when he opens that box, Ben, he's gonna get a McKee's coating. He's getting some soap. He's getting a quiver gun. He's gonna be hooked up.
That was fun.
Another way that you might want to, whether it's a birthday bash or something like that, I think that would be a good time to promote your brand by putting that in for people who've never ordered some, and say, give it a try because you're going to love it. Like, that's another way. Yeah, you're sort of sliding it in, saying,
yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Give it a try.
Yeah, like every order gets a Nemesis.
Yep.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Yeah, but we didn't want to give Nemesis out because it was version 2 of the 500 mils, and then we're like, oh man,
yeah, not now, but
yeah, we should.
We may come up with some samples or something. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
because the rinseless, this much rinseless you can use that for weeks.
Yeah, you could use that for weeks. Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Thank you both for coming on. I do want to do this again. I hope you'll come on again at some point, because this is my favorite live stream that I ever do when the two of you come on. So I can't wait to do it again.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Dude, I can't wait to get Eddie and your Toyota, and we just into the desert, and it's gonna be a good time. One day.
Ben, when are you going overlanding?
I'm going this weekend.
Thank God. All right, so.
But we go a lot. We'll go a lot. What if you rented like an RV?
Come to Pocatello while Jamie is here for a day, you could come film with us. He's coming.
That's a good idea.
He's coming from the 14th.
We go to the mountains and we do a wash. We do a detail in the mountains.
In the mountains, I'm down. If you want to if you want to come, we'll go to Scout Mountain here in Pocatello.
Okay,
that would be nuts.
I'll take the drone from the car down at the bottom of the mountain.
God.
And then I'll no, but for real, I'm being serious. Jamie's gonna be in town. We're gonna be filming something special, and we'll introduce you to somebody. And then you can come film episode with us and be part of the good.
When is that again?
14th to the
So
when?
14th through 20.
What they leave the 20th. So maybe come down like 2 days after the 14th.
If not, we'll figure it out in the future. That'd be
Yeah, but
killer.
that'd be cool if you could come shoot it. You know, we could freeze outside, do a rinseless wash.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do.
All I heard was no. I heard that as I'm not.
No, that's not a no. It's
You
not a
don't
no.
have to
If
lie.
I can work it out, I'll be there. I promise you. If I can work it out, I'll be there.
You're literally 2 hours away from me.
Mountain Goat episode.
That's not very far at all. That's not.
I'm in Pocatello. So where are you at?
Salt Lake City.
And then when you come up, bring a donut because don't they have good donuts down there?
They might.
No, you know what we'll do? We'll eat a Pocatello cinnamon roll. We'll bless you. We'll bring you into.
We'll bring the cinnamon rolls.
All right.
Let's work it out. Let's see if we can make it work. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Everybody, thanks for watching. That was the best live stream I've had for like the amount of people as well. So you guys just bring it every time.
Nice. Hit subscribe.
Night, y'all.
Got to promote yourself, Ben. Hit subscribe, like,